Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Listening to some Phenomenon soundtrack. Got my pumpkins out. Yeah, no, it's officially what do you call it? November, but not that I give a crap. It's always Halloween here. Cold, coldest day of the year so far. Snow the day before. Still hanging around down here in the basement, of course, the dungeon with the wood stove going. I have a beer here, a big old beast of a brew from 2007. This is Feats of Strength from Unani, and it comes in at 13.5 alcohol by volume. I've done this beer before. Full disclosure, as Joe likes to say over at the Beer Patrol, I actually had the video screw up on me because I did a live one back when I was doing more mob camp stuff. So now I'm going to crack open this beer and give it a go. And as I itch my nose like a buffoon, I am going to learn from my mistakes. And that candle is still absolutely crazy. What if I swap the candles if it's just like a breeze I don't know about? To crack it open real quick here. Then I'm going to take this big glass and I'm going to try to decant this beer, if you will. Okay, right about there. I'm not gonna try to move it very much. This is ninja quality. There's some chunkies right there. Okay. This is like a science experiment, I know. I had this before, and it started off very good. But the more and more and more I pour this, the chunkier and chunkier and thicker and chunkier and chunky and chunkier and chunkier and chunkier until you're actually mixing cement. That's how crazy the beer is. There's a lot of crazy sedimentation. You can even see it. It's hard for me to tip the glass, but there is just tons of chunky sedimentation floating around, clinging to the side of the glass, on the head. Same thing as this. I'm trying to remove that from the drinking experience as much as I can to give you a proper review and to maybe even give you a little bit of a tip how to drink it. This is cold, but obviously it's not. It's just room temperature cold, and because it's the coldest day of the year, it's like 50 degrees. So just take that, and this already looks a lot better doing this. Just take it, do not disturb it as much as possible, and just decant it into a taller glass, because if you keep doing this, trying to drink it into like a snifter, like a 10-ounce snifter, you're just going to get a lot of different chunky sedimentation right off the bat. That's what I learned from the last time I drank it. Or you can actually feel the chunks while you're trying to drink it, if you know what I mean. So let's see what we have here for the 2017 Feats of Strength. See if I can invigorate it in kind of a head. A little ring, that's about it. Yeah, okay, so up to the light, just a rind of a hue at the pinnacle of the glass, of a caramel hue at the pinnacle of the glass, pretty much dark as black, pitch, night. Lots of legs sticking from that 13.5, and of course lots of alcoholic lacing, tainting the glass. Very sticky brew by the looks of it. Wafting around, just playing with it, trying to invigorate whatever head I can. Tons of like almost a fortified wine grape quality. Beautiful that's coming out. You have a little bit of pipe tobacco kind of forming in there with those dark fruits as well. Raisin and cherry. This is non-barrel aged too, I believe. I don't believe this is barrel aged. I think this is just a big old Imperial. Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, 13.5% alcohol by volume for United Feats of Strength 2017. And from Niles, Illinois, now you have all the information. Yeah, dark bakers and milk chocolate, different tonalities of that. The huge amount of that fortified wine characteristic, that kind of port quality, dark fruits coming through there. A little bit of a, like I said, that kind of sherry, that grape, that fortified wine grape kind of come through there. Plus you have dark cherry, or black cherry rather, black cherry raisins. Beautiful pipe tobacco, earthy tones, smoky tones. So let's get into it. Cheers. This beer is not thin. This beer is the sticky, gloopy, chewy, hanging around for 20 hours, full side of a full mouthfeel. I mean, this is, well, I'd go medium side of a full mouthfeel, but the lingering quality of that oily, sticky, chewy quality is forever. I mean, you're drinking this for 5 minutes, and it's still not down. I also feel that putting a little bit in the glass, like almost like a brandy, and just wafting around like this, making sure the sedimentation is properly unchunkified in there, giving it time to breathe, do its thing, really helps the beer. You really get your nose in there and enjoy what the beer is giving you, because there's tons of different, even like Star Anise is coming through now too. There's a lot of different cloviness, lots of, it's a beautiful menagerie of flavors. And this beer was only $12 over at Bloom Brew in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania on Route 11. Do you ever check it out? Oh my God. Or this is a one and done kind of beer. I mean, you have this, you're going to be drinking this the rest of the night, and you're going to be enjoying it. You're going to feel good when you get done. It's one of those kind of beers. It is staying in the glass and just sheets of alcohol still. See if I can pour. Now this is going to be the problem. I might want to do this over a sink upstairs and just do the review with this, because this is enough for a review. Just, you know, safety sake and mess sake and wasting good beer sake. It even gives you, now this is funny to say, if you drink a little bit of a port wine, you have a little bit of a burn in the back of the throat, but just a touch nuance of it from that ABV that ports usually have. There's almost a wine-esque, port-esque burn in the back of the palate there as you just drank this, but there's no real alcohol waft. I mean, there's that little bit of a burn in the back of the throat when you drink it down. It reminds me of like sipping on a beautiful port or something like that. But really, it's drinking amazingly well. There's no warmth, there's no burning in the belly, and no stuff like that. Just a little bit of a twinge on the back of the throat as you drink it down. That's about it. It is a delectable, delectable beer. I can only imagine. I would love to see this in barrels, different barrels. It just says Imperial Stout Brew. It says Feats of Blank, 2017, by Unit Annie. Now, Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, 13.5% alcohol by volume. Excuse me, I'm itching my nose. I'm sorry about that. If it said brandy barrels, port wine barrels, stuff like that, I believe that, because this is an epic beer by itself. But I have no inkling that this is barrel aged as far as the label goes. I can only imagine if this was an apple brandy barrel, a port wine barrel, or a sherry cask barrel, or even bourbon barrels. This would be amazing. And it has enough heft and body to handle that aging process. So it's just crazy. It decanted really nicely, and even with the last dregs that I put in, you leave the rest of it in the bottle. Most of the beer is out. You're just gonna have to waste a little bit, unless you want to shake the hell out of it. Just shake, and then pour it in and just drink a milkshake. That's up to you. Hey, we all do different things, but I'm personally, I had the chunkiness before from the last bottle I had of this, and I wasn't a big fan, so I wanted to kind of nullify that this time, circumvent that little experience. And excuse me, I have a little bit of a burn to my nose. I think it might be the wood stove, but there's a touch of a burn on my nose, and I'm not happy about it. But it's not the beer. So I would like to say that this beer is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a fantastic beer. I kind of was going to maybe drink almost all of this on camera, but because of the fact that I have to decant it and then move this to this glass to this glass to this, I think that maybe it might even be better to be the way it is, just now, and then I'll just enjoy this with a movie or something like that. I have work tonight, so this will be a beautiful day cap because I work at night, so day cap to put me to bed after a movie. Very, very happy about this beer. And there's a couple, maybe not many, but there's a couple bottles still at Bloom Brew. I may get some money together. I'm pretty much piss-ass broke right now, but if for some reason I sell a painting or two or whatever would happen, I might actually go and buy 1 or 2 more bottles of this just to put in the old dungeon. Because, like I said, after you decant it, the one thing that made me stop running back and getting one was that sedimentation. It was a lot. It was crazy. It really was crazy. But decanting like I just did right now, it really puts a whole new perspective on the beer, and I actually should go back and grab the rest of the bottles. But anyway, this has been Paul for PABrewNews. Unity Annie, the Feats of Strength 2017 is absolutely just bang on amazing. For a regular Imperial Stout as well, it speaks volumes. It's better than most barrel-aged Imperial Stouts I've ever had. So this is definitely getting a 10 out of 10. This is just a beer that's going to get a 10 out of 10. And if they barrel age it and never get a hand on one of those, it's probably going to be a 10 out of 10 too. But I can't say that until, of course, I've had it. But right now, this is an amazing brew, and it's one of those brews that every Imperial Stout actually aficionado lover, those kind of people that crave the thick, crazy Imperial Stouts with tons of dark fruits, need to have this beer. So, and obviously they got a case of this, so it's still floating around America, and there's places here and places there. So definitely go give it a go. This has been Paul for PABrewNews. I'll cheers you with this. Cheers.